See, of course, for the regular well-being, now, like some people are staying, of course, they need to go out as well. So we can, if the house is big enough, so they can roam around there, they can pee and there only. If it's the sort of apartments, there are certain sort of places where they have been kept for. So that is how, and then because there are many dogs that's going there. So when they come back, we need to disinfect, probably wash their paws. You can use any like KMNO4, a few crystals in the water and then wipe off well. And even diluted Savilon solutions can also be used for that. Yes, hello.
Hi, Dr. Josan. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Welcome, fine, everything good. So, all right. So
And
let's
thank you so much, first of all, for doing this, for giving us the time. And a lot of our viewers also have a lot of questions because of the lockdown.
yes.
The regular vets are not accessible, and sometimes we don't know what is an emergency and what is not. So, it's very good to have someone who has so much experience like you, where we can ask our questions and, have little peace of mind, plus know if there is a situation where we need more
Absolutely. If I can help
intervention.
you, absolutely. It's love to help. And anybody will have some questions or whatever, I can give comment on those.
Okay, I was, I did get a lot of questions before we even started. But before that, just a general, how can we take care of our pets during this lockdown?
See, of course, for the regular well-being, now, like some people are staying, of course, they need to go out as well. So we can, if the house is big enough, so they can roam around there, they can pee and there only. If it's the sort of apartments, there are certain sort of places where they have been kept for. So that is how, and then because there are many dogs that's going there. So when they come back, we need to disinfect, probably wash their paws. You can use any like KMNO4, a few crystals in the water and then wipe off well. And even diluted Savilon solutions can also be used for that. That's
Okay.
because the taking infection from one of the, of course, this problem is going on a coronavirus, but otherwise as well, because a lot of pets, if some pet is infected, so they have a chances of getting that infections inside. So that is what we can do at home.
Right.
When they come back, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yes, thank you. That's a great tip, guys. We keep diluted Savlon as well outside our door. So before the dogs come back in, we wipe all their paws with it. And that's what we've been doing, and all the vets have also said that's good. Savlon is more gentle, so use that instead of Dettol, I would say. Yes, doctor, would you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. Dilute well Savilon, and then after the Savilon, then wash them well. You can just wipe them well after with the normal water, and then wipe off with the normal
Okay.
dry cloth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And there is news that vaccines are getting delayed due to lockdown. Like a lot of people have puppies, or or pets are due for their vaccines. Will there be any problems associated with that?
See, what I can say, like puppies, they can, of course, if they are not vaccinated properly against distemper parvo. Um, one thing is like mostly now people are staying at home only if there are not many pets around and they're staying at home. So that's they're a little more safe. But of course, puppies can be vaccinated, especially mainly for this distemper parvo. That's what they get normally in the initial 6 to 8 weeks of time.
Right.
But for the bigger dogs, like adult dogs, if they have even have get maybe 2 to 3 years of age, then their immunity, the titer stays for a longer period of time. So it's
Right.
not emergency. Like we should wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. That's all right. Titer
Okay.
stays for that. So that probably is not we need to rush it. At the moment, of course, whatever the important problems, whatever the sort of that needs to be addressed, then only we should go to the clinics. Otherwise, we should, in case we can directly write to the vet, SMS or WhatsApp, if they can get some
Right.
proposals. Yeah, that's the thing. Otherwise, we try to better stay at home. Yeah, but that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. The puppies can be done. That's all right. But for the adult, 2 to 3 years of age, we can wait. Definitely, we can wait on this time.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good information. Thank you. We have a question from Bright Eclipse. He's saying, any tips to control shedding in a golden retriever?
See, this could be a molting sometime happening. That's because of the normal shedding of the hair. When the normal shedding is, there is sort of clumps of hairs comes. So that's the normal
Right.
shedding. They of course go. The new coat will come, and these are like heavy golden retriever skin coat. So definitely we can lot of these clumps coming out. What we can do is brush them daily. Brush them, take around 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. So whatever the shedding will happen, that will happen during that time only.
Okay.
And then they will shed the whole day.
Right.
We can, that's very, very important. Like grooming, if you can do twice a day, morning and evening, that will be good. Or
Okay.
even if once a day, that will do the job. And secondly, we can put some sort of supplements like omega-3, omega-6, zinc, like normally we get Nutricoats,
Right.
things, coats, no, that we can give around 10 ml twice a day sort of thing. So that will help. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Karan is asking, is your clinic open and what are the details?
See, we open at Sector 23 around 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And we take very important emergency cases which are needs sort of on appointment basis. So,
Okay.
and that's every day. And then the DLF we open around 11 to 2. That's on alternate day.
Alternate day. So which days?
See, like today the vet was there. So like today's what's the date today? Today's Tuesdays, I think.
Today's
Yeah.
yes, Tuesday.
Tuesday, so like Tuesday, Thursday, and
Okay.
then Saturday. That's accordingly.
Saturday.
That's
Okay.
but we work in Sector 23, 11 to 3 every day.
Every day. Okay. But better to call before bringing the
Absolutely,
pet over.
to make an appointment, depending upon, that will be always better. Absolutely, we don't want too much rush at there,
Right.
so we just take because that's main thing, and we keep people little, call them accordingly, not
Right.
in one go. Meet them.
Right.
Yes.
And also, for everyone else, you can check for list of vets on our website, dogspot.in. We have list of vets that are operational during this lockdown, and you can find their information there. We have Pink Nose Luna. She says, hello, doctor. I want to cut my dog's nails at home. Can you give any tips? I'm so scared.
Yes, you can do. See, there are two type of nails. Like they have a claws. Like
Yes.
if you can see, if you can see the white portion, you don't have to go to the pink portion. You just keep very at the white portion only. And you can, another tip is like you can cut in slices. Little bit you can cut it. See, there's no blood. And if you see it's a little raw part is coming, that means there can be blood. So then don't cut from there. So you can cut it slices, little bit cut it, find it out, there's no blood, you can go a little further, another slice, that's how you can do it. And with the black nail, you have to be a bit careful. That also the tip is doing with the slices only.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is
and
there is a special nail cutter for dogs?
Yes, there is special nail cutters for dogs. So we can do with ours, and we need to dog.
Yeah. So Luna, you will need that. Don't try with the human nail cutter, please, before attempting to cut the dog's nails. Priyanka says, my pup, 9-month Shepherd Husky mix. He is not eating properly. He just sniffs it, takes few bites and leaves it. I got some blood tests done. It was normal. I don't know what's wrong with him.
See, sometimes, I don't know if getting proper walks, they're not getting proper walks. They don't feel like hungry. If everything else is fine, in the sense like the temperature is fine, he's not throwing up, the motions are normal, activity is normal. So there is no apparent reason of physical illness, and the blood tests are fine. So we don't find any illness that way. So probably the exercise is not enough. That is one of the reason. And maybe is a male or female?
It just says pup, doesn't say male or
It's
female.
all right.
Shepherd
Because
husky mix. She said he, so it's a male.
yeah, probably this can be some false pregnancy kind of things where they stop eating. So that's the male. You can try some liver tonics to increase the appetite. Even the normal available Live 52, just do that. That can be done. And if you maybe walk around a bit, you can play with the ball or something. Put around 10, 15, 20 minutes of playing ball with them, so they can have some activity. And with the activity, they probably feel more hungry and they can eat.
Right. Gitanjali had asked us earlier, what is the best tick and flea spot-on treatment for cats?
There are few spot-ons that's available. Then Revolution, it can be one of that can be used. So that's a safe one. That's
okay.
That can be.
Okay. And Ankura, hi Ankura, if you're there. She's asking what are the best hygiene practices or grooming regime during this time. I think Doc addressed this in the beginning, when you walk the dog, and also with the brushing every day. So if you have any follow-up question, let us know. And Gitanjali also asked, my cat has blood in her stool. She only eats packaged food like Farmina and doesn't eat home-cooked food. What should we do?
So is it Farmina is not available at the moment? I think probably you can get it Farmina. That she
Yeah,
just get used to it. Yeah. And some blood is there, so then you can start with some probiotics. Probiotics like normally Nutrient B around 1.5 ml or 2 ml twice a day. In case still it's not working, so then some point of time we need to start with some antibiotics as well. And sometimes worms are there, then another cause for the blood in the stool. So that has another need, and at least we can start with the probiotics to start with 1.5 ml twice a day. Normally, if it's a mild sort of infection or something, it settle down. But if it's still not there, so then probably need to be given the antibiotics for this.
Right. So Gitanjali, consult your vet before giving the antibiotics. And Farmina is available on the Dogspot website. You can check with your PIN code if we are delivering there. And it will not let you place an order if your area is not serviceable. But we have a lot of, we are delivering in most areas. So I'm sure you'll get it if that is a problem, if she's not eating food. Kaval asks, is Pedigree a good product compared with other brands in the market?
Which one? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Pedigree. He's saying, is it a good product compared with other brands in the market?
Pedigree is okay, good, but depends. Pedigree makes some premium brands food as well. That's better than the normal ordinary Pedigree. But there are very good brands like super premium brands. If we talk about Hills, Royal Canin, Farmina, so these are super premium brand foods. But Pedigree's premium brand food is
good. Monica is asking, my lab has skin allergy. He doesn't eat veg. What snack can I give him?
It's a skin allergy. Is it? It's a cat. See, the best will be
lab. It's a lab.
Labrador, yeah.
Yeah, Labrador.
So it's a skin allergy. See, like if we talk about the skin allergies because of food, then the best thing is to give a hypoallergenic or ultra hypo food. There is companies Royal Canin, Farmina, and Hills. They make it. But otherwise, in home cooked diet, see, sometimes they are allergic to gluten from chapati. That should be avoided.
Yes.
Sometimes, yes. Then
yes, my German Shepherd is highly allergic to gluten, and like he had all types of skin problems while he was still getting gluten in his meal, and we stopped it, and he's completely fine since then. So absolutely.
So that is one of the major cause for this. Secondly, we can talk about milk and milk products. So that's another cause for this.
Okay.
And but pets can be allergic to many things. Sometimes they're from the chicken, some eggs and all. Very difficult to objectively answer this question, but I can say we can, if we're not sure, the better to give the ultra hypo and hypoallergenic food exclusively on that, at least for around 2 months time, and then we can start one ingredient for it, then see if things are going fine. Like for example, we start with one of the chicken or a rice or something. So if he's doing fine, then we can add on those things. Yeah. If we want to go back to the home cooked diet, otherwise just if you can be on the ultra hypo or hypoallergenic food.
Right.
Yes.
Dave is asking why dog don't eat in summer during daytime.
Why don't they eat in the daytime?
Daytime.
I see it all depends. Sometimes they're just sort of maybe eating in the night, and they just got a cycle of that time. For example, this is a clock, like body clock. If we have been feeding on the evening or night time, so then they will eat, of course, in the night time. So that's
Right.
probably more of a sort of putting them into a conditioning habit sort of thing, because there are 24 hours, and if we sort of we can make it according to our this thing as well, according to our convenience.
Right.
Yeah, that's how. Yes.
Okay. Dog Lovers India is saying, hey doctor, I have a pit bull male, 2 years. In summer, red marks and itching problem started.
Yes, it's a common problem during summers. One of the reasons, what I can say, is different pollens, because whenever the season will change, different pollens will be there. They are allergic to different grasses. Of course, heat had its own impact on the body. That also causes fleas, ticks, parasitic problems. That's another cause for this. So that's how they are more during the summer season. So what can be done, like to check out first the parasitic thing. Parasitic like ticks are
Okay.
common problem. To check out if it's a parasitic problem, get the proper tick and flea treatment.
Sorry, your screen froze.
Sorry, yeah, it's closed. Hello.
Can you just repeat that? Yeah, your screen froze a little bit.
Yes, I can.
It's
Can you
fine
see
now.
me?
It's fine now.
It's fine. It's fine now. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're discussing sort of the first is the parasitic things like ticks and fleas during this time. Whenever like just check it properly, or maybe get it checked from the vet. If they are a parasitic issues, then get treated for parasitic. Very common during this time is the ticks and fleas.
Right.
They have other implications as well about the tick fever and all, but skin issue is one of the major cause from there. Even flea allergy, dermatitis, or a problem from the ectoparasite like ticks as well. Another thing we need to see is giving them the proper grooming, in the sense like maybe once a week, again, taking them to the grooming parlor, properly groom them well, get them proper bath with the according to the medicated shampoo or tick shampoo, depending upon whatever the need be. Brushing them daily. Yes, that should be the habit. Brushing them daily, at least for 5 minutes. That will reduce half the problem 50% time, because clumping of hair and the loose hair will be there. That's how we can do. And some skin supplement we can add on in case there is a roughness or something is there.
Okay.
That's the basically we can do in summers. Somehow we can reduce the incidence of skin issues during this time. We can do much about the environment because pollens are going to be there.
Right.
They have to go. That's how. Yeah.
And we've been corrected that it's Wednesday, it's not Tuesday. Guys, I ate Rajma Chawal on Monday. I don't know any day anymore. So
forget the date as well.
So
yes.
Every day is a good day. Okay,
yeah.
So Sambal is asking, my dog has enophthalmos. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. Enophthalmos and same side muscle atrophy of the temporalis and masseter muscle.
This is some myopathies probably going on where the eye get protruded out.
Okay.
So yeah, that needs to be diagnosed properly. Is it because of the muscle atrophy is going or what sort of thing? Probably it needs little specific exams rather than just commenting on that at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, this could be, yes, yeah.
And Supra is saying, my dog recently delivered 4 puppies and she's healthy now. Do we need to take some medication for her?
Only thing we can give is some supplements. If they like, for example, some supplement on the multivitamins and calciums. Normally, when they are milking, the calcium content comes too much in the milk, and that's how we need to give it sort of some calcium supplements and the multivitamins as well. That's what, and of course, good premium quality food that we can add on. Yes.
Okay. Hi, Ankura. She wants to know, with corona, should I wash his paws with soap after every walk?
Preferably, it's better. Yeah. So Savilon, as we discussed earlier. So we should wash. It's better. Clean them well. The chances will be less because, of course, because we have to be careful during this time.
Right. Okay, so Bright Eclipse has another question about his golden retriever. He's saying he's recovering from loose motions. Any particular diet plan is advised? Also, what signs do we watch out for and be cautious?
Okay, so if it's coming from the loose motions, we have to have a probiotics in his diet. If he's on home cooked diet, the curd is fine. We can put on a rice. Curd rice is all right. And then some sort of khichdi is fine. Some soup or rice is all right. These are the home cooked diet. If we are putting on a commercial made diet, the intestinal diet or gastrointestinal diet will be better during this time. So that's what, then we'll recover soon. Yes.
Okay, and a hint of sugar wants to know if it is safe to get her 3-year-old Labra spayed.
Yes, can do. There's no issues. 3 years of age, no problems. They're safe, it's no problems.
Sapna is saying what veggies to include in a dog's diet.
Like we can use pumpkins, broccoli, beans, then these carrots. Yeah, this is possible. There's no problem about this. And normally these are the seasonal vegetables that we use. Yeah.
And Kamal is also asking, can you tell us about dogs' summer diet?
Normally in summers the metabolism is slow and they eat less than usual, like 30% less from the winter's diet. So if we talk about home cooked diet, we can, curd is good options, rice is fine, boiled veggies are all right. And then chicken is fine, the boiled egg is okay. So depending upon sort of, if some people are putting chapati, if it's not a good gluten allergic, that's fine, that's all right. Or otherwise, of course, if it's a commercial made diet, then whatever the super premium brand food they're putting, that's fine.
And in summer, just make sure you have enough water out for your pets, because they get also more thirsty like us. They stay hydrated. Good general practice.
The water should always be there in the feeding bowl, and along with that should be always be there. There's always, whenever they need, they can take it. Yes.
So Gitanjali is again asking, I think she's the one with the Farmina question. She's saying her cat won't eat home cooked meat, whether it is chicken or boiled egg. So any tricks for that?
She takes home cooked chicken only? That's what she says?
No, she doesn't eat. She doesn't eat home cooked. She only wants Farmina. So she's asking, how can she get her cat to eat home cooked food?
It's better to put in the Farmina food because they're balanced food. They are on the chicken, all those non-veg ingredients, they are there only. So they make according to the requirement as well. So I think it's better to put on the Farmina only. That's better. And the cats doesn't normally one time, so they nibble whole day, little bit they eat. That's how the dogs, they will eat mostly one time. or
Yeah.
that they will eat the food in one go most of the time. So, but the cat nibble slowly, slowly. So that's all right. Putting them the commercial made diet. That makes more sense.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, Rana. He's saying, I have a question what to do with a puppy who is peeing a lot and I see some blood also. Is there any home remedy?
See, blood in puppy could be, there could be some urinary tract infection because blood is unusual. Now, normal way of course, we normally need to take a urine sample, send it for the urine normal routine as well the culture. But if it's not possible, the home remedies could be giving. Normally, it's available Niri syrup. That's a herbal syrup that normally works very well. So around 2
Okay.
ml twice a day that can be given. A lot of fluids can be given because of the flushing the system. Even if it's got some urinary tract infection, it will flush down his system. But probably if the blood is there, so better to get a urine sample checked up, and then accordingly some culture sensitivity. We may need some antibiotics. Yeah.
Thank you. Hint of Sugar is now asking till what age is it safe to get done? I think it's a follow up on her question about getting her Labrador spayed, and she's 3 years old right now. So
See, there is not exactly the age. Now they can be done. This is okay. If you don't want puppy, you can get it done now. As they grow old, then chances are like they can get pyometra. Not always. Maybe for example, then of course we need to get they need to be paid for that. But it's fine. 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. But better 3 to 5 years. It's better to do get it. Otherwise, we get pseudo pregnancy, the pyometra issues, then there are hormonal issues where they get the mammary gland tumors. That is to do
okay.
with the hormones thing. So it's better now. It's all right. Yes.
Uh, Kritika is asking, I've been feeding my 50-day-old American bully, Dalia and curd for the past 1 week, along with some Royal Canin. When should I change his diet?
He's around. How old is the
50
device now?
days. Puppy.
So now she's feeding the starter food and the liant.
Curd.
All right. See, better probably will be a few when they're growing. The initial food will be like starter food. We can give around 2 months of age. Then the puppy junior we can start after 2 months onward.
Okay.
Maybe max 2.5 months we can start with the puppy junior food that coming from all these companies, Royal Canin Hills, Formula as we talked about, and then if you want to have the home cooked diet, curd is okay. Then porridge, of course, if it's not allergic to, we don't know at the moment. Then, but I think we normally prefer to put in a commercial made diet because the puppy, if they're allergic to some food, then getting
Right.
some tummy upset, and then that can be an issue because the immunity goes down, then they're not properly vaccinated, and then they get another issues because when the immunity goes down, the other secondary problem starts. So try to better on the pet food initially. You can say later when they become adult to start home cooked diet if you want, but
Right.
it's better to much. Yeah, more safe at the moment.
Okay. Thank you. Bright Eclipse had more comments, but he's saying, well, if your dog was allergic to curd, don't give it even if he likes it. The dog doesn't know. So, and Dave, I'm sorry, I don't know what your question is. You're saying, can you answer me? But I don't see any question. Rana has a follow-up question, doctor, for you. Apple cider vinegar will help, although I'm not sure how or with what. Like, we had a question about the puppy peeing
That
blood.
helps. Yeah, that helps for the urinary tract infection. But again,
Okay, like to drink it?
yeah, to drink it. Yeah, some
Okay.
like maybe few drops of this diluted with water that can be given. That helps change
Okay.
the pH and then make things better. But it all depends.
Oh,
Sometimes the pH, yeah, yes, the pH is what's the pH at the moment. So that's all right. Needy, we can give a lot of fluid we can do, but still, if his urine blood is there, then one way is if it's not possible to get the urine sample checked up, maybe direct antibiotics can be given. That's in the syrup form or a tablet form.
Okay.
If the things are not working fine. But if it's possible, then one can get the urine sample as well. But if it's at the moment is it difficult to take to the clinic, then we can start at the moment. That's not a problem.
Thank you. Pooh has asked, my 11-year-old lab has blood in his urine. When we take him for walks, what should we do?
Then again, see, how old is the dog
It's
is?
11-year-old lab.
Hmm. The blood in the urine can be because of many reasons. One of them, again, first is the urinary tract infection. Secondary, any stones, because of the old pet, there can
Right.
be stones inside. That's another issue. Few other growths or something in the bladder, that could be another issue. Then sometime from, if it's not neutered, there can be a from the prostate enlargement. So few reasons we need to rule it out. Difficult to say at the moment, but if it's still not possible for them to take to the vet at the moment, to start with, of course, we can start with the antibiotics, at least without saying
Right.
it. Maybe like Norflox, if it's an adult dog around 30 kg body weight, 400 mg twice a day can be given for 5 days. And of course,
Okay.
Niri tablet, one tablet twice a day. That is just in case some urinary tract infection is there. But even if some other issues there, secondary bacterial infection is there. So this should be relieving some problems for time being. But if it doesn't go, then probably need to be checked out for all these reasons.
Yeah, it's always best to get a test done with blood, like Doc is saying. So please consult again the Dogspot website. We have a list of vets that are open and working during lockdown as well. Also, Dr. Josan's clinic is open in Gurgaon if you're located locally. You can give him a call and set up an appointment there as well. And Kritika has a follow-up question about her 50-day-old puppy. She's saying, we have not vaccinated him yet. He was with his mother and siblings. So thought of waiting till he gets used to our house. Is it okay to wait a little while till we start his vaccinations?
Yes, we can do a puppy DP vaccines around 40 days old puppy. That's okay, and he is kept home. That's all right. He is no interaction with other dogs at the moment. That's fine. For a lockdown period, we can wait for a few days, but it's time we can do it as well now.
Okay. Thank you. And Uh, guys, our live will be available on the Dogspot page for 24 hours, so you can watch again if you missed the beginning of it, and we'll be posting it on the IGTV as well. And Doc, there's been news about this tiger getting infected with COVID-19. So, what do you suggest to cat owners at this time?
See, that is the one case at the moment that's in USU. We just found that cat being sort of getting infected from corona, and that came from a human handler to this feline family. So there is no other case at the moment, but only thing is now it's coming from human to the pets. So in case somebody is infected with the corona, so the pet should be separated. Actually, it has to be quarantined because they have to be kept in separate place where
Yeah.
the patient is seeing. So there is possibility to go into the feline this thing. At the moment, there is no reported case to the dogs, but yeah, this feline family is there at the moment.
Yeah, so guys, again, there is no need to panic and start abandoning your cats or like avoiding or putting them in a room or something. If you're not going out and if you're following all the precautions, your cat is not going to get it. It went from a human handler to the tiger. The tiger didn't grasp it. Also, the zoo, I don't know when it closed, or I don't have any details when the tiger got infected. So again, if you're taking all the precautions, your pets are safe inside, you're safe inside. So please don't go and abandon your pets. It's a difficult time for all of us. It can be a bit overwhelming. You can reach out to our Dogspot experts on our page. You can contact us through Instagram as well, and we'd be happy to answer your queries one-on-one as well. So please, I mean, you're the whole world to your pets. It's not something you should be thinking of doing. Doc, I have a question again about food. Hirok is saying, what should we feed our dog? Packed food like drools, Royal Canin, or homemade food like rice, egg, and chicken?
See, the best option probably will be starting from the super premium brand food, like Hills, Royal Canin, the Formina. They are come in the top of the brands. Then the next
Right.
brands, the pastry, rules, and then depending upon the economical, what we want to go for it. Yes.
Also, we can combine both, like the
The
pet food
50-50,
50-50.
yeah, that is another we normally suggest in case that's a little economical version where you can put the home cooked diet along with the commercial made diet. The home cooked diet, it could be include of a rice and boiled veggies, either chicken or the boiled egg. We just make the protein, carbs, and fibers together. So that will make a good diet along with that commercial made diet. 50-50 could be good model as well.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Mom. My mother-in-law is asking, when she walks her lab, he keeps smelling the ground and plants. I clean his paws with Savlon. Can I wipe his mouth as well with Savlon diluted with water?
Yes, it can be done properly diluted with water. That's okay. Wipe with that, and then again clean with the water, and then dry cloth. That's fine. Yes.
So I guess, I mean, I would add that too, because, you know, they always have their nose to the ground or sniffing on things. So if you're wiping paws, I would also start wiping the muzzle. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And anything else you have for us, doctor? You know, anything you're seeing during this lockdown, like in your clinic, that you would like to inform people?
We are just finding some gastroenteritis cases at the moment. So that probably just building up some sort of infection is still there. So as we discussed earlier, so if we're going in sort of the herd, the pet staying in more in the same area, probably cleaning is very important. Secondly, we can add on probiotics. So if some sort of infection is just starting, then normally that will take care. So that's one of those things. Or maybe even the curd and something start on that. That will be better off.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Josan, for your time. It was very nice to have you. Very informative session as well. And thank you for your patience answering all our viewers' questions. And again, guys, you can get your answers to all the questions that Dr. Josan answered today for the next 24 hours. And later, we will replay it as part of our IGTV as well. So thank you, Dr. Josan. We'll see you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.